Okay, good morning, Aslam class. This is a bit strange teaching from home. You're in my back garden at the moment. Uh, I've got my daughter's blackboard to help us with our with our lessons. Uh, Kind of very old school here with the blackboard. Unfortunately, I haven't got any whiteboard pens at the moment, but hopefully that will change. But we'll have to do with the blackboard at the moment. Your first lesson is maths today, and let me just share with you my screen, the PowerPoint that we'll be using today. So is that working? You should be able to all access and see my screen. So these were your arithmetic questions for the flipped classroom. Unfortunately, wasn't able to put up. So what I'm going to ask you to do is very quickly, what I'd like you to do is get a stopwatch ready if you can, or get someone to count. And I want you to answer these 10 questions as quickly and as accurately as you can. I'm going to read through these questions for you first. So we've got 3 times 11, 8 times 11, 9 times 11, 5 times 11, 0 times 11, then 12 times 11, 4 times 11, 6 times 11, 11 times 11, and 7 times 11. You can pause the video if you want at the moment, so you've got these up on the screen as well, and time yourself and see how well you do. In our live session tomorrow, I'm going to be asking what times that you got and how many you got correct in that time. So good luck. Pause the video for a bit and off you go. Okay, so for today, what we're going to be doing is your 11 and 12 times table facts. Now, our 11 times table and 12 times table, we think it may be a little bit more trickier to do because of the numbers being higher, 11 and 12. But there are some facts that are going to help us out with that today. And to be able to use that, if you look at the bottom here, it says, can you use your 1s, 2s, and your 10s times table knowledge to help you out with your 11 and 12 times tables? And obviously we haven't got resources at school, so we won't be able to use base 10s to show what you know. However, there are other things that you can do. So do you know your 11 and 12 times table facts? So when working out the 11 times table, we can always times the number by 10 and then add itself once. So what I mean by that, if you have a look at the picture here, okay, we've got 4 lots of 10 here, okay, and then there's a line divided down here, and this is our 4 lots of 1, okay. So we've got 4 times 10. So we can do 4 multiplied by 10, okay. And if you know your 10 times table, okay, when we multiply a number by 10, we are 4 times 10 would equal 240. Okay, now we want to know what 11 times 4 is. So if we then took our 4 and times that by 1, you get 4, and then we add our 2 numbers together here. So 40 plus 4 is equal to 44. So 11 times 4 is equal to 44. And in this picture here, this may help a little bit out better. We've got 10 grey. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grey stars, and then our 11 star here. We've done 10 times 4 here because there are 10 stars and we've got 4 lots of them. So 10 times 4 is equal to 40. We've then got our remaining ones here left over, and there's 4 of them. So 4 times 1 is equal to 4. We then add the 2 together, our 10 times 4 and our 1 times 4, add them together and we get 11 times 4. Okay, because when we do multiplication, remember it's just added, repeated addition. And it works with any number that we're timesing by 11 by. Is if we did 2 times 11, okay, we can at first do 2 times 10. Okay, and 2 lots of 10 to 20. Okay, and then we've got, okay, so we've done 2 times 10, but we need to know what 2 times 11 is. So we can now do, we've got another 2 to add on, haven't we? There's one, so we do 2 times 1. Okay, 10 plus 1 is 11. 2 times 1 is 2, and then we add our 2 together. So 20 plus 2 equals 22. That's the same with every times table that we have in the 11 times table. So if we come back to the picture that you can see on the board here, we've got 4 lots of 10 add 4 lots of 1 is the same as saying 4 lots of 11. And that works with every single times table where you're multiplying by 11. So use this method to help work out the following. So we have 6 times 11, we have 12 times 11, which I've just done. So, and then we've got 5 times 11 as well. So if you can pause the video now and you can work these out. Remember to use that method. So times the number by 10 first, and then add on that number times 1. You can pause the video and get these questions done. Okay, now the answers for these questions. So 6 times 11. We can do 6 times 10 first, which gives us 60. And then we do 6 times 1, which gives us 6. Add these two values together. 6 plus 60 is equal to 66. Our next question, 2 times 11. We've done that one before, but let's do it again. So we do 2 times 10, gives us 20. 2 times 1 to make up the 11 gives us 2. And then 20 plus 2 is equal to 22. And then the last one, 5 times 11, we do 5 times 10, which gives us 50. And then we do 5 times 1 to make up the 11, which gives us 5. And then 50 plus 5 is equal to 55. And that is there are your answers. So well done. I'm going to stop the share so you can see them a little bit more clearly. Okay. And you can see here for 6 times 11, we did 6 times 10 first, which gave us 60. And then we did 6 times 1. 10 plus 1 is 11. So that means we've now done 6 times 11. Add the two together and you get 66. You will also notice a pattern here as well. Any number that is below 10, when you times it by 11, you seem to get the same 2 digits. So 6 times 11 is 66. 2 times 11 is 22. So 3 times 11 would be 33, judging on this pattern here. So that's the 11 times table. So good luck with that. We're going to go back to sharing my screen. Okay, now with the 12 times table, it's a little bit different. 12, the number 12, we can partition into 1 lot of 10 and 2 ones. Okay, remember this when we're doing these questions, So on your board or on the screen that you can see, we've got 3 lots of 12 there, haven't we? We've got 3 lots of 10 and then we've got 3 lots of 2 ones. So we've got 3 times 12. Okay, and doing 12, this is a good way of learning how to do the 12 times table. So remember this. On the board, we've got 3 lots of, we can imagine it like this. And we split our 12, our 3 lots of 12 into the following. Ooh. You can see that in the picture just here where the mouse is. Okay, there's our first 12, 10 and 2 ones, and then another 12, and then another 12. And then what we do here, we've now got 3 lots of 12. So now we've got 3 times 12. Okay. And to break that up, we can firstly do 3 times 10 first, because we partitioned the 12 into 10 and 2s. So we've got 1, 2, 3 lots of 10. So 3 times 10 is equal to 30. We then have a look at how many ones we've got here. Okay, so we partitioned 12 into 2 ones. We've got 3 lots of 2 ones, haven't we? So we're now saying, what is 2 times 3? Okay, because we've got 2 and we've got 3 of them. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. We then add the 2 values together, 30 and 6, and we get 36. Okay, so 3 times 12 is equal to 36. On the next slide, okay, we split our 12. We're doing 12 times 5. So we've partitioned our 12 5 times. Okay. So you can see here on the board where the mouse is, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, and we've partitioned it 5 times. We now have 5 lots, sorry, of 10. So we do 5 times 10, which is equal. And then we have a look, we've partitioned the 12, so now we have 2 ones, okay? And we have 5 lots of 2 ones. So we've got 5 lots of 2 ones. Okay, so 5 times 2 is equal to 10. We now add our 2 values together. 50 plus 10 is equal to 60. So 5 multiplied by 12, 10 and 2 here, 12 is equal to 60. And that's a good way of checking that you've done it as well. Make sure the 2 numbers that you've multiplied here add up to 12 in our 12 times table. So 5 times 10 first gave us 50, and then 5 times 2 gave us 10. Add the 2 together, and we get 60. So hopefully that makes it clear for you. It's now your turn. Use that same method to work out these questions on the board. Please pause the video, because I'm going to do the answers. Pause the video and work them out using that method of times in 10 first, and then add and then times them by the 2 after. So question number 1, 4 times 12. Let's partition 12 into 10 and 2. Okay. So we do 4 times 12, and we partition our 12 into 10, and we partition it into 2. Okay. So 4 times 10 is equal to 40. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 40 plus 8 is equal to 48. So therefore, 4 times 12 is equal to 48. Well done if you got that one correct. Next question. We're going to partition the 12 again into 10 and 2. So we then do 7 times 10 is equal to 70. We then do 7 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 14. 70 plus 14 is equal to 84. So 7 multiplied by 12, 10 plus 2, is equal to 84. And then our last question, 6 multiplied by 10, or 12, sorry. So we do partition the 12 first into 10 and 2. 6 times 10 is equal to 60. And then 6 times 2 is equal to 12. 12 plus 60 is equal to 72. So therefore, 6 multiplied by 12 is equal to 72. Well done if you got the questions correct. Now, practice partitioning. to help multiply by 11 and 12. And doing it this way and try to do it up here mentally, you'll become very quick. And the more you practice, the better you'll become. You can play a game with someone in your family if you like to. And what you should do is call out different multiplications in the 11 and the 12 times table. You should respond with the addition you need to find the answer. So for example, if I was to say to someone, what's 7 times 11? Instead of you doing 7 times 11 and telling the answer of 77, what you need to do is do 7 times 10 first, add 7 times 1. So your answer won't be 77, you'll say 70 plus 7. For 9 times 11, it will be 90 plus 9. And if we were doing it in the 12 times table, for example, 5 times 12, you'll say 50 plus 10. If it was 8 times 12, you're doing 80 plus 16, sorry. Or if it was 7 times 12, you'd be doing what we've just done, which is 70 plus 14. So give it a go. And of course, the quicker you do it, you should become very good at it. So you can practice that as well. So you can pause the tape here or video here to give that a go. Lastly, you need to try and work out these questions independently on your own. And you can do these, excuse me, on a sheet of paper or your whiteboard that was provided for you. The first questions are very self-explanatory. You just need to complete the calculations. Once you've done that and you want a bit of a more challenge, have a look at this question here for question 2. Crayons come in packs of 12. Dora buys 5 packs of crayons. How many does she have? And then question 3 is a bar model. And then you need to explain the mistake that Roy has done in his bar model. And then you need to draw a correct bar model to represent 84 divided by 12. And then the last question is a challenge, which is more of a problem solving, where you need to apply your 11 and your 12 times table. So good luck with your maths lesson. I hope that's all clear. Sorry if if it's not. It's all new for us working from home, but I'm sure you're going to do really well. We will be going through this with our live lesson tomorrow. And if you obviously, if you've gone to the beginning of the video, there's the arithmetic questions as well. So I will be asking who got the quickest time for that as well. So good luck, and good luck, and enjoy your maths lesson.